every one of you, make this here's the challenge for this week, okay, DJ? We are going to kick the shit out of every other week this year, just this week. I want
This
everybody
week.
to make a
This
promise to us right now on Mayhem Monday before we get into strategy. This week, you will do more this week than you've done in the last 6 months of your career to make the most and to bring your life, your career, your level, your vitality, your joy, your energy, excitement, and harmony together.
Welcome to the HPLS podcast. Live, relevant, and high performance information, conversations, and education weekly.
I just saw you take a breath there too, dude.
What
You
an
know how they
entrance!
say, oh,
You got me jacked for this week already. I'm ready to go right now.
brother, I feel like I'm about to have a heart attack. I just got so fired up. Like it was, you know how they say words matter? Words matter, man. I don't even know what I was saying. I probably could never repeat it, but like, oh my Lord, DJ.
That's a woosah moment. Oh, that was good. That was
That was
good.
a woosah, woosah. That is awesome. So, I don't know. Are you? So I know this is totally off topic and has nothing to do with Mayhem
No,
Monday. But are you
I
in
love.
Mark, Jeff's, and you're in the group chat, but we don't see you
Yeah,
talking in the group chat. Are you
it was a
getting all the
crazy.
texts, or
It
you're
was
just building up for one big DJ moment? Is that what's going
just
on?
waiting for my moment. That's right. No, just waiting for my moment. No, honestly, it was just such a busy. I'm starting to feel guilty having to go and kind of do things away from home and not having the home base and seeing the kids every day. I felt guilty this weekend. So
Totally cool, brother. We made fun of
yeah.
you the whole weekend, but totally cool.
Oh, I'm sure that's okay.
Dude, fired up this morning. This is one of the biggest weeks of the year. So many things happening, and like I
Today's
said at the beginning,
8/8. Listen, if anybody believes in any of that crazy stuff, supposedly some gates open, some all kinds of things. Like today's the day, y'all. Today 8/8.
today is the day. And not only is today the day, here's the thing. So, like we said, for all y'all that missed the intro, this week, challenge,
This
big
week.
challenge. More done this week than you've done in the last 6 months. Let's do it. Who's in? Everyone's in. We have got people. Yeah, you missed a huge laugh, DJ. Jeff says, yeah. So we've got Jeff. Good morning, Jeff. And then we've got James. Good morning, boys.
Cheers, morning,
Morning.
James. Morning,
And then
Lisa.
says, happy Monday. Let's kick some butt 100%. And then Scott, happy Monday, Scott. Oh, we got everybody piling. Y'all are awesome.
Ashley,
Y'all
what's
are
up?
awesome. Ashley, morning, everyone.
Scott.
Yeah, you missed some pretty cool banter back and forth on the weekend,
Oh,
DJ. You did. I won't lie.
listen. I peeked in on it when I could. Jeff was cracking me up. So
Ken,
look, Ken, what's up, Ken?
what's up, brother? How you doing, man? So yeah, Jeff always backs you up. I mean, well, I
I
back
love.
you up too. Except I think when I typed where the F is DJ because
I,
you were like dead silent. I'm thinking like you do get text messages because I
oh,
always
I do.
messenger with you,
Listen,
right? We don't text, we messenger. So
it's one of those things. With the phones, they're there all the time. So if we can't do something to shut it off here, we're just looking every 5 seconds. I mean, it's a slot machine. They created it that way on purpose. I mean,
it is.
oh, wait, what did I get now? Dang, oh, what's next?
Yeah.
I
It's
mean, it's a slot
crazy.
machine, so I gotta
It
hide
is.
from it sometimes.
Yeah. It's there was a movie and I forget what it was, Social something, The Social or something. Anyways, it's on Netflix and it's friggin' crazy the amount of energy and effort that goes into keeping you addicted to the push notifications and all that. But anyways, okay,
Yeah, we won't
yeah,
get into
no. Screw that. Let's rotate this in. Keeping
Okay.
you addicted. Okay, so
Yeah.
here's the thing. I am finding productivity to be crazy addictive.
Yeah.
Crazy addictive. Just like and it's SWAT teaming and it's like, okay, bang, 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 and it's like bang, bang, bang. It's like, fuck yeah, I got that thing. Yeah. And it's just like and it's like riving me up, like creating this like and I feel like I just went totally like Hannibal Lecter there for a second, but
Yeah.
it's the social dilemma. Scott says that's exactly it, brother.
That's it.
And it's like this productivity piece in our life. This, as I was saying, DJ off air, I had one of the most amazing weekends of my life, and when your perspective shifts And, we've heard the great Wayne Dyer, late and great, rest in peace, Wayne Dyer. We've heard Tony Robbins. We've heard so many massive gurus, the wise, the philosophers, all change, all the way back from James Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Change the perspective, and the perspective changes. And
That's right.
DJ, when you connect with this, and I guess everybody's on a different level, but when that connection happens, holy shit, things just go, and like your world expands. Your world expands. Like if I could recreate yesterday every single day of the year, I would take it in a split second.
I
And
love it.
that perspective, and it's, I encourage everyone, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, make the decision that this week will be the most productive week you've ever had in your life. You will engage, you will love more, you will care more, you will be there more, you will be fully present, you will seize every woo, you will do everything
I
you ever
love
did.
it.
Write it on your account, put sticky notes everywhere on your,
Yes.
I don't care what you
And
do, put it on
don't
your
focus
forehead.
on the week. Don't focus on the week when we're talking about this. Don't focus on the day. Focus on right now. What are you doing next? What are you doing next? What are you going to do? And in the moment, what are you doing? And I love that you clearly have this fire under you, and I love it. But
Oh, dude, it's
I
crazy.
uh,
I'm like
uh we
jittering
as
inside.
we as humans, what Dan is showing and talking about, the progression, the adapting. If you feel like you don't like Dan, whatever Dan is giving off right now is not real. It's because you're not in it. You're not focusing on and going for next. You're not being productive and chasing that productive that's giving you said it, addicted. It's such an addiction when you have this goal, this vision, this thing, and you're chasing. And you started it. You said it
DJ,
this week.
yeah. Well, and here's the thing, and this is where, and let me give everybody some context, because I think it's important, right? Context is always important when
Of
everyone
course.
has a statement or something to say. But when you
Yeah.
add context to it, it really kind of molds it together and creates a nucleus, that fusion that expands into energy. Okay. So since I finished my 7th radiation treatment on Friday, had, as most of you know that are involved in the show, and I don't want to keep bringing this up, but I need to give you the context. Like 4 days last week, I felt like I was on death's doorstep. And I know it sounds crazy because it's not terminal what I'm going through, but I felt like it. And 4 days lost productivity is what I felt. Now you struggle to get a few things done. And then what I found is when I was struggling, it was like, I'm almost better. And Jeff has been cool with this. He says, just back right off, man. My wife is like, you need to stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. But we have these dreams, these desires, the things we're chasing. And it's like, I can't, because when we stop for a day, and this is high performers in general, right? We stop for a day and it's like, I'm a failure. And it's all these really stupid things that we say to
You
ourselves.
feel like the Tasmanian devil's inside of you, right? And just like spinning around,
Yeah,
going crazy, wanting out. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And so it's like, I felt like I had 4 days lost productivity. And it's funny because I went back to the beginning and I looked at what I did to make myself productive. I was like, how did I even think that was productive? But it's like so for me, it was building web pages and graphic design and stuff for the new business we're launching. So it wasn't necessarily like sales calls or anything like that, right? But it was real important back end
It's
stuff.
work. Yeah.
And I ended up redoing it all because it's garbage. And I'm like, okay, so Dan, here's the thing. What's the intention? Who needs you on your A game? Right? Like this question has become the question I ask every minute. Who needs me on my A game right now? Who needs me on my A game right now? Because we're always going to do more for other people than we do for ourselves typically, right?
Yes.
And so like who this week for all of you, and maybe this is Mayhem Monday, DJ, maybe you don't even need these friggin' things.
Yeah. Whenever
Who
you're
this
feeling
week
stuck.
is your A game?
Yes.
Who is your A game this week? Who are the people you are going to bring the most fire, the most energy, the most excitement, the most joy, the most love, the most presence this week? And just embrace them and crush it. Your customers, your colleagues, your friends, your family, your children, everybody. Be that light. When you walk in a room, have the, and I, not to get biblical, but have the goddamn sky open up, the sun come down and go, whoa.
Yes, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
oh
So,
my goodness. You, I feel
wow.
like I'm in one of those churches where they start going crazy and getting all the oh yeah, right, like we need music now. Like I am, you're getting me going
So
this morning.
now, okay, so now we got the energy up, right? Now we got the energy up. We got the thrive, right?
We're
Right.
there.
So, yeah. So, how do we, as logistics professionals, continue to push forward in what most people call the face of adversity, right? Because
Mm,
it's all great, DJ. We're going to hang up at 9:30 and we're going to be like, dude, I am on fucking
exactly.
fire and I'm going to crush it. You're going to make 4 sales calls. Somebody's going to tell you to F off, not interested, not interested, not interested. You're
Yeah.
going to go, right? So,
And it feels like you got
right?
punched in the face, and that was
Yeah, yeah.
it.
Kick right in the guyones like that, just like that, right? Horse just nailed you right between the legs. So obviously we all know this, right? So I started thinking about this morning and saying, okay, so how do we, like, we all come out with this fire, right? There's certain things that happen, right? How many times have, sorry, still short of breath, but how many times as a salesperson have we like had a Friday afternoon where we went, I totally screwed the pooch this week. Monday, it is on like Donkey Kong. I'm in. And then things happen, right? Maybe on the way to work this morning, somebody cut you off, you spilled your coffee on your lap, whatever. I mean, we all have these things that happen. How do we stop, reset, and resume?
Mm,
And I think that energy transfer is one of the most crucial parts of any high performer's day. I'll give
mhm,
you a perfect example. So I'm fired up beyond all belief. I spent probably 20, 25 hours on the weekend developing graphics, web pages, all this kind of stuff. I went to go do something last night because the team and I I put together. That's so bad that I said that. I can't even believe I said that. We've assembled one of the greatest teams on the planet for this company we're launching. Like I'm telling you right now, it is going to be the biggest thing that's ever hit this industry. And I promise you, just as sure as it's going to get dark tonight, it's going to be insane. And we decided on something last night, and I went back to the system I use, and I realized they don't have it, and we need it. It's like it's a
mm,
no ifs ands or buts. In order to maintain that high performance and continue to raise the bar, we need it. I actually realized this morning I have to go back and build all of that in another system. And here's the thing:
mm,
some might say 26 hours of development, coding and writing and design and I have to go back and redo it. And you know what? The first thing that I said this morning, perfect, because it wasn't good enough. And that stopped me. It wasn't a conscious thought. This was a subconscious thought that said, sweet, bring it on. Because not only am I going to crush it out in 10 hours, it's going to be spectacular. And DJ, the first thought in my head is, it's not good enough. And I went,
mm.
whoa, that's pretty cool. Like it blew my mind. Instead of going, are you kidding me? Like just typically what we
Yeah,
would, right? You
yeah,
spend, and I'm not talking
of
a day.
course.
I'm
Yeah,
talking 26, 24, 26 working hours. So you're
mm,
talking 2 days, 2.5, like it's a long time. And it's
yeah,
graphic design and it's thinking through the graphics. So it's like sales, right? You get on a sales call, you think through the conversation, right? As a
yep,
professional, as a high performer, we're typically 2 to 3 steps ahead in the conversation. Not that we're not paying attention. I don't want to talk about not being fully present on a sales call, but we're 2 to 3 steps ahead. So if I ask
mhm,
you a question, DJ, I know the top 4 answers you're going to give me.
yeah,
I already know the rebuttal or the follow-up or thing. Now I'm able to pay very close attention to your answer so I can categorize it in one of my 4 sections. So I
bingo.
already know exactly what's going to happen after that. Then I know what's going to happen after because I've trained myself to a point where I ask specific questions because I'm looking for specific answers. So that part of it, it's like, okay, that's how a high performer predicts. And the first step from becoming an amateur
Yep,
to a pro is prediction. Can I predict what DJ is going to answer me when I say, what's your biggest obstacle? What's your biggest challenge? What's the biggest this? How do you feel about that? What is this?
Yeah.
What's your primary and secondary reason for adding or switching a service provider? These are all questions we ask every single day, all day long. And if we pay attention, there's one of typically 5 answers for every question we are ever going to ask in sales. 5 answers. So think of this, and here's where the math really, and I'm, you know me, I'm like a friggin' data geek. Well, you know, Dean and Ken are like our best friends on the planet because we're all data geeks. And it's like, it's if I can collect 25 pieces of data. Oh, DJ just got a phone call. He'll be back on. If I can collect 25 pieces of data, I can have a conversation with any traffic manager anywhere in the world and hold that conversation and engage that traffic manager, engage that individual at the highest level. 5 pieces of content by 5 questions, 25 pieces of data. I hope that math worked because I'm kind of thinking that's 100 now. But anyway, no, it's 25. So 25 pieces of content. So I have to remember 25 things, and I can have an engaging, like a momentum shifting conversation with anyone I want to do business with. From just like 5 simple, like five. And it's not, I mean, how many phone numbers do you have in your head, DJ? Hundreds. Yeah. How many passwords do you have in your head? Hundreds. Right? Yeah. Like our brain is way over, like this is like peanuts. But it's until we get that perspective, I think we lose that I'm not going to say perspective again, and I don't know what that word is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's that entire piece, and you know, when these things happen to us in our life, right? Like I remember the first time for 2 years I wrote a book and then I lost the manuscript. 2 years of my life writing a book gone because my hard drive blew up. I said, okay, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I like punched pillows and walls and put my head in a brick. I was like, and then I finally realized, well, it wasn't good enough. The universe just didn't want me to put it out. But the next volume was like killer, right? But same thing, right? Same thing. So that would be my first word of encouragement for everyone. You're fired up now, and I hope you're fired up. I hope we're firing up.
Yes, please.
Like catapulting it. There are going to be those nips. So like you start with your redlining, and then you get it nipped, right? And then you get it nipped, and then you get it nipped, and then your energy level's doing this, and it's like, okay, and then you bring it back to who needs to be on my A game. And then you're redlining your energy again, and then you're redlining. You know what I mean? And it's like, whatever that is for you, maybe it's a meditation. Maybe it's like, okay, my energy's here. I need to.
Yeah.
And then, you know, or maybe it's, you know, you go for a run around the block, or like Ryan, he says, you know, Dan, he goes, lunchtime I take my dogs for a walk. Yeah. Right. And it's simply go put an audiobook on, walk the dogs. Like everybody has their way, and no way is the way. It's your way.
Yes.
And that's a beautiful thing. Right.
Yes. So, I love it.
All right. I feel like I haven't breathed and I haven't had a breath in 18 minutes, but
you're good. You're good.
So you're good. Jeff says, I'm ready, dudes and dudettes. I'm pumped for this week for sure. And then that's what Scott said, came to social dilemma. Jeff, Lisa Petty beat you. You're slacking. Yeah. Next, laser focus. Yes. This is that's smile right. At negativity right in the face, right, DJ? We will change the conversation outcome 100%. And then Becky says, good morning, Becky. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. And then Lisa's Jeff Dickinson. Yes, LOL, you beat me. Yeah, it was. And, you know, in all fairness, it was a good almost a minute, Lisa, that Jeff beat you by today. So.
No, Lisa.
Yeah, well, on my side anyway. So you know.
Yeah, I can't see. So.
yeah. You don't have the scroll bar today. So, with that being said, brother, I've totally capitalized the show. You give me what's going on in your head. Tell me what's going on in your head.
No, man,
just pure energy, pure like just mission accomplished, man. Gonna crush this shit this week.
This week, yeah, absolutely. And I think we need to start every week. We need to start every day this way. I think it's how we start our day. We talked about this last week, but again, starting your day, and I just watched my morning little routine that I do. Watched a video of Alex Ramosin. He talked about it. He said he wakes up at 4 o'clock. There's one non-negotiable that he won't get away from, and that's waking up at 4 a.m. every day, because he has that 4 hours, 4 hours. That's his time. There's nothing planned other than moving the big blocks, moving the big stuff that you don't have to worry about once that day starts. And I think you bringing up this week, that kind of the whole 8-8 thing. 8 is my number, the sign of infinity. There's a lot of meaning behind it, but I just think this week is. You're right. You guys, we need to crush this week and go
and
into
DJ,
every week the same way, though.
yeah, you said something like probably one of the most critical points of this entire conversation: the big block.
Mm-hmm.
And some people have different words. I call it the big domino.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one domino? Sorry, I'm so fired up. My voice just went crack. I feel like I'm going through puberty or something. Um, so I'm more and more and more and more the domino. What's the
Mm-hmm.
big domino? So if we look at domino, right, you can spend hours setting up this intricate pattern. You knock the big domino over, everything else in line falls.
Yep.
And the question I'm starting to ask everything, what's the big domino?
Yes.
Your customer, that prospect that you're calling right now, that you're like, I just don't get why, like, why is it not happening? Why is this not just that one progression? Why is it not happening? You're missing the big domino. Like
Yes.
DJ just said, you're missing the big block. Call it whatever you want. I
Yeah,
don't care.
whatever you
Call it the
want.
ace in the hole. Call it whatever. The big domino. When that big domino falls, they have to buy from you. That's it. It is it, and I don't mean like I don't mean this, guru kind of woo, but period.
And,
Period. The biggest period you can see in your life. When that big domino falls, they have to buy from you. So here's the mission, if you will, to start this week.
yeah.
What's the big domino in your life, in your career, in your next level life? If you figure out those three, you have three of the biggest keys to open any door this world will ever give you. It's a lot of work. Trust me. I thought, oh, this is the domino for sure. And I get out there and it's like, it's a pebble. And then there's this like huge boulder. And I'm like, how in the hell am I going to move that? But then you go back to the drawing board, right? And it's
That's right.
that domino is key. And until we understand that domino, we can, I'm not going to say struggle, but I think, DJ, the word would be more, and anyone out there that has maybe another word for it, please share, frustration. I think the word is frustration. So we almost get frustrated with results. Like we
Yep.
expect A and we get B. And
Yeah.
it's like, well, why? Right? Because that domino wasn't there. And I guess that's probably like, would you think that would be a good way to put it, kind of thing? Like a frustration
Yeah.
over, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I do agree. And I think sometimes we also, you mentioned doors. And a lot of the guys I listen to, Tom Billy likes to, say being a CEO is just figuring out how to, what of the 1,000 doors, closing 999 of the 1,000 doors around you, figuring out which one's the right door. And that's really, I think with that though, I think we get stuck sometimes on certain doors, and that's not the right
Yeah.
door. And we just have to remember that door is closed for a reason. Go to the next door. There's a hall for a reason. Go down the hall. There's another door. And
But you know what,
and
DJ? As a high performer, all you want to do is kick in that
you
first door
just
because you're
want to
like, no,
break
I'm
through.
sure
Yeah,
this is the door. Yeah, I'm
I,
sure
I
it is.
want to
It's got to be. It's
I
got to
want to
be.
Kool-Aid man through the door. Boom.
Did you just say Kool-Aid Man? Brother,
Kool-Aid man.
that
Yes.
is awesome. The big jug with the blue jug. Oh my God. That just brought me back to my childhood. That is, I loved Kool-Aid. No wonder I have so many cavities. I love that sugar juice, man. That stuff was like, and I always, my mom always
Straight
wondered, how
sugar,
do you
but
have
it's
so
so
much
good.
energy? You got the blue lips. You got, you want to go to the park?
You ready to play?
You know what? Here, listen to this. Exasperation.
Mm,
Jeff, that is it. Exasperation. You get exasperate. Thank you, Jeff. I knew there was a different.
that's a good word.
Lisa says, "Well, I have my reasons, but no excuses." That's all good, Lisa. No stress. Exasperation. Yeah. I think exasperation is a really, really, really good word. Really good word, because it leads to that frustration. It leads to that inner anger. It leads to that inner self-doubt. It leads to all of the evil, the viruses, if you will, that infect our mental system, that hinder us from being the best we can be. And DJ, here's the thing, right? Is I think there's a conversation that doesn't get had very much, because we all want this positivity. We all want this creativity. We all want this. There is a Pollyanna side of it, okay, where it's like, okay, guys, shit is happening. We need to understand that. But there is that exasperation, that frustration, and all that. When that hinders what we're truly capable of, that becomes the glass ceiling. And being positive and being energetic and saying, I'm going to go into this and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I am the best. Ed Foreman, for any of you that don't, like, Ed Foreman is like just before Zig Ziglar. Ed Foreman was like the original Texan motivational speaker. And he goes, every morning I wake up and I go, I'm alive, I'm alert, and I feel great. And he was the first one I ever heard. Tell yourself a lie every day and you'll start believing it. So if you're not in a good position, lie to yourself. Tell yourself you're in a good position. I don't believe in the whole fake it till you make it, but I do believe in whatever you say to yourself up here transpires through here. And we all have bad times. We all have bad moments. We all have bad hours. We have bad days. We have bad. Accept it. Give it yourself permission to do it. Christine has been my wizard on this, because it's like somebody will say, how you doing? And all of a sudden I'll just start crying. Like, and the emotions that are running through my body right now, like somebody says, hey, they opened a grocery store down the road, and I break into tears. It's like, it's a grocery store. But she's like, allow yourself that moment. And it's not ego. It's not male, ooh, I'm tough. It's allow yourself that moment. And allow yourself that moment to say, I'm alive, I'm alert, and I feel great. Because just those 3 sentences, it's like, whoosh, it just sends this rush. And you know what? Bring it, because people feel it. All of you out there right now, feel the energy DJ and I are giving off.
You absolutely do. If you don't, then you need to. And you need to right now by just starting and thinking of what you want next and saying, this is what you're going to do this week. Say it right now to yourself. You don't say it in the comments. You don't have to say it to anybody else. Say it to yourself, though, what you're going to accomplish this week, and do it.
Get in proximity to the people that bring you that energy. There's a huge, last week, there was a huge Thrive thing going on with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi. And the first thing Tony said this year, the first thing he said last year, the first thing he said the year before, proximity is power. And it really is. And, let me share this with you, because James, I'm so honored that you said this. Thank you so much. I try to catch y'all every day, but I can't. I always make Monday a priority. Sets me up for the week. Thank you both for this show. Thank you, James. Proximity is power. That right there, James. DJ, says it all. James, thank you. God bless. Yes. Thank you. That is awesome. And Lisa says, yeah, that's the negativity. You're right. It is. And we all go through it. But you know what?
We're all going to go through it. We have to. It's always going to be there. Life isn't easy. It never was. It's never going to be. Matthew McConaughey said it a million times in his videos.
Green
and it's
lights.
true.
Green lights.
It's true. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Listen, we know it. We know it, guys. We're going to come up against stuff. We're going to come up negatives all around us. We got to protect
put that back up, DJ. I try to catch y'all every day, but I always make Monday a priority. Now, can we break this down for a second? I know we got to go, but 2 seconds. I just want to break this down. I try to catch y'all every day. James is on probably 3 days a week. I usually see James's name 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. Monday's a priority. So really sets me up for the week. Thank you both for the show. So James is making a priority today, every day, every Monday. This is how I'm at my best for the week, because it sets me up.
Yeah.
What is your priority? And James, I'm going to challenge you. Be here every day this week. Make every day a priority. If you think one day is going to set you up for productivity, wait till you hear 5, y'all, and this mofo going to just blow out of the water, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like Like what? So, and again, that's the next level, right? It's like, okay, you know
That's
what?
right.
No, screw that. Yeah, no, let's do it. Even if it's just audio, like I have so many students that say, I say, are you on the show? And they're like, well, I listen, I just kind of put it on my phone while I drive to work, or while I'm on my way to a
Yeah.
meeting, or it's in the background on my computer or
I
whatever. It's
love
not
it.
necessarily paying attention, because it's like anything else, right? All day long, I have audiobooks playing in the background. But I'll tell you, when my subconscious picks up on like a strategy, a sentence,
Wait,
it's like,
yeah,
everything
yes.
disappears and you go, right? It's
Yes,
crazy.
yes.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that you said that. Yes, I agree. Oh, yeah.
Oh, buddy, I need a nap.
What a show. Holy cow.
Oh, you guys are awesome.
This
All
this
right,
is the way to start the
DJ, are
week.
you ready? I know, what a great way to start the week. Thank
Holy
you so
cow.
much, everyone. Your comments are just flowing in. Thank you for everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
We didn't even get to the lane of the day or anything. Like,
Uh,
but you know what? I
listen,
think
we're good.
no, we have to do the lane of the day. We have
Well,
to do the lane. We
do
got to
you have
get
the
y'all
info?
some
Do it.
serious. Oh, buddy, yeah, we're all over it. Well, I got to find it. Sorry, we're not all over it. But where's Christina? There we go. All right, so we have got. Okay, so hold on, and I apologize, everybody. Y'all. I swear I've done this before. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Y'all
okay.
ready? Are y'all ready
We're
for
ready.
this? Now, Ken, if y'all still out there, my friend, tell me that video is
Yeah.
not fire, brother.
The
That's
the
cool.
dat symbol with the little yeah,
No, you know what? Hey, you
it
guys want
looks
to
good.
talk data? You guys want to talk a single location to figure out every single piece of the logistics and supply chain puzzle? That is the place. You want to find it
We're
weekly? Be here on Wednesdays. Be here tomorrow, or be on LinkedIn tomorrow for the Data IQ Roundup show, and then be here
that's right.
Wednesdays. Those 2 days alone, if you're talking data, if you want to talk, hey,
You
how
just
do I
want to know
really
what's going
understand this
on.
industry? Yeah, like how do I get ahead of the competition? How do I understand the industry? How do I maybe know more than that last dude that just called and said, "Oh, I got a truck." How do you do that? You get on that. They're the
That's right.
leader. They blow every single company on this planet out of the water by miles. And we're talking tsunamis out of the water, not just a little wave because you throw a rock in a pond. Tsunamis, my friend. They are the king.
I
So
love it. Woo!
that was
There's fire.
passion. No, I'm all, you know what? No,
Oh,
man. I'm no messing around, DJ. So
I
here we go.
love it.
Y'all ready for Data IQ Lane of the day, y'all? All right. Flatbed, Houston, Texas to St. Louis, Missouri. Line haul rate per mile, $2.16. An all-in rate of $2.94 per mile. Again, spot rate. All-in rate per mile, including fuel, $2.94. The contracted rate is $3.34. Now, here's the kicker. Year over year, the line haul spot rate per mile has changed 4 cents. 4 cents year over year. That is probably the least amount of change we've seen on
Wow.
any lane so far. Because we were up in 70, 80,
Oh
90
yeah,
cents
we're
last week.
crazy.
Now, rates are on an increase in this lane after staying pretty flat for most of Q2, 18 cents a mile higher than the July average. So year over year, 4 cents, 18 cents a mile higher than July. So that, my friends, is your DAT lane of
Thank
the
you,
day.
Dad. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Dean. Thank you, Christine. Thank
Yes,
you,
thank you.
Ken. Thank you, all of you, just insanely mad scientists at DAT for bringing the
Yes.
best possible data to the market. DJ, do you got a quote for that fire show today,
Oh my
brother?
gosh. You know what's crazy? I think I have such a great it, listen, you'll just tell me. You tell me, okay? But
Go for it.
it is insane. And I will be honest. All I did, because I am in the car, all I did was open the book. It's all I did, guys. Zig's
Sometimes
book.
that's all we need to do, brother.
All I did was open the book. But before I get to that, thank you, everybody. Dan, thank you for starting the show like this week. 8-8, guys. This is the week. Crush whatever you're going after. This is the week. Thank you, everybody, for all your comments, for joining us. James, thank you for that comment.
Yeah,
Man,
James.
just one person. You made mine and Dan's whole mission of doing the show. The whole mission was one person wanting to watch this and it's changing something in their week. That's really all we wanted. So, thank you.
And
And thank you
you've done
to,
it. So show's over. We're done. We're off
yeah,
again.
show's over. We're done.
Are you crazy?
But again, thank you, everybody. So thank you, American Logistics, Centurion Trucking, and to all of you. Thank you for just joining in and watching us daily. Seriously, we do this for you guys. So quote to take us out is, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Zig Zig. And it is, you cannot tailor make the situations in life, but you can tailor make the attitudes to fit those situations before they arise.
Oh,
Wow.
That is like that. You just opened the book to that, really?
I swear to you, I just opened the book to that.
Synchronicity at its finest, my man.
Oh my
That
goodness.
is crazy synchronicity.
Tailor make the attitudes, guys. Tailor make your attitudes.
Lisa says next. Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
What's next, guys? Take on the week. It's yours.
Just so everyone's aware. I just want to make sure everyone's aware. So I'm getting admitted tomorrow. So DJ, it'll be you and Jeff tomorrow, and probably you and Jeff Wednesday. I'll be back Thursday.
Okay.
All right. So it'll be Data Day Wednesday with Jeff and DJ. Dean, Jeff, DJ, DJD, Dean, Jeff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. DJD. And then I'll probably be back Thursday. So again, everyone, take that challenge. Like
yes.
Make this
Crush
week,
this
and
week.
Please come back tomorrow. Come back Wednesday. Share with DJ and share with Jeff and Dean the results, because that energy you bring, and you know what? And one thing, and I know we're going way late, and I really apologize, but I think this is super important. This is where we create legacy points in our life, because the energy you bring to someone today is going to change their day, which can truly change their life. And you know, when you really stop and look at that, as even if it's just a special note to your child or your spouse or your friend or something, just something, you have every single opportunity and power right now to help change somebody's life. Like, and this isn't just, oh, Pollyanna, let's put on some rose-colored glasses. Like, this is reality. You have that power. I don't care who you are. I don't care what mindset you're in right now. You have that power. If you're in the worst mindset and you just happen to tune into this show and you come out of this show in a good mindset, and somebody sees that and says, oh my God, that's what I needed today, that has actually changed their life. Because in every moment, there's a choice to be made. And depending on which choice we make depends on that outcome that we go. And it's like a spider web of our life is like a spider web. And if you really think about it, and I've never even thought of this analogy before, but it is. Like, if you think of you standing in the middle of a spider web, and which one of the little strings or whatever it is that you can walk on to get you where you need to go, each one of those is what I call a legacy point. And we have the opportunity to change multiple people's lives every minute of every day. And that's not some pie in the sky thing. That's reality. So please, encourage you, take the energy you're feeling right now, harness it, say, you know what, I feel this in my soul, and I'm going to kick the shit out of the day. I'm just going to rock it and go get it.
Yes.
Centurion Trucking, our motto is people before profit. Today's market requires more transparency, consistency, and focus on what our clients need to win. Centurion Trucking and American Logistics are poised to help their clients achieve and surpass their targets. If you're looking for a team that honors your needs, dreams, and aspirations, then get a hold of Daman at American Logistics or Centurion Trucking